Scientist Mondays with Miss Shirley.
Hi guys, it's Miss Shirley with the Wayne County Public Library, and I'm the Children's Librarian. Today, for our Mad Scientist Monday, we're going to be doing what dissolves in water. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. We're going to find out and test a little bit of stuff. So, on the count of three, we're going to do our crazy kooky laugh, because we got to get started with our crazy kooky laugh. So, on the count of three, we're going to do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So, for today, you will need several clear plastic cups. I need some plastic cups. I got about 6 of them, and some water. And I have flour, sugar, pepper, salt, cocoa, and coffee that we're going to try this on. We're going to see if it dissolves in water. So, the level of difficulty for this is easy, so you should be able to do it. From beginning to end, it says it lasts about 30 minutes. I don't think it'll take that long. Which substances dissolve in water? Which substances don't? Get out your mixing spoon and discover the answer for yourself. So we're going to learn. So the steps. Measure an equal amount of water into each cup. So watch me come around here. We're going to measure an equal amount in each cup. So like right there. It's good enough. We just need a little bit to be able to see if it dissolves and if it does not. Okay, so we got our water done. We'll put that away for later. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of one substance to 1 cup, and then another teaspoon of a different cup to another, and so on. Use mixing spoons to stir in each solution. That's okay, we're going to use 1 spoon. I am anyway, because I didn't think about that till after the fact. So if you're at home, get different spoons to mix it, and we're going to see what happens. So we're going to not absorb it, but technically we are. We're going to absorb the information. Observe and record what happens in each cup. What color is the solution? Did the substance dissolve in the water? So here we go. I have salt. We're going to pour some salt in there. Mix it up just a little bit. Okay, what color do you think that water is? What color is salt? Salt is white. Good job. White like my lab coat. And you can see some of the particles swirling around in there. It's kind of neat. Looks like a mini tornado. Okay, so we have white water with salt. Did it absorb? Can you tell? Some of it's still on the bottom, yes, but I didn't mix it very well. But do you see any left in there? Just a tad bit. So for the majority of it, it absorbed it. Next, we have pepper. Open our pepper and pour some in there. Okay, I'd say that's good. Now, is the water absorbing the pepper, yes or no? You can still see the pepper, right? And some of it's sinking down to the bottom, so obviously it did not absorb it. It's absorbing it so it goes down to the bottom, but it's not absorbing it, so it will just completely disappear and you can't see it. So pepper, no. So the next thing I want to do, if I don't sneeze first, because that pepper is strong, we have coffee. We're going to see if coffee absorbs in water. I think it's been sitting for a little bit long, a little bit hard. So, I'm going to put coffee in there. Put a little bit too much coffee. I'll see if it absorbs. Now, the water did change, right? Right. So, it did absorb it, but the water is dark. It does not look like water. So, we made coffee. And the pepper is turning a little bit of a light color, so I mean, that's a good plus. But the only thing so far is salt. But they did absorb it, and we just can't, the only one we can't see is the salt. So next we have sugar. Just a little bit of sugar. I'll do 2 tablespoons. Now it turned kind of brown because I had coffee still on it. If you're at home, it won't do that. Check it out. Is it absorbing it? There's still some little particles on the bottom, but that's okay. For the most part, it is absorbing it. Okay, Next one is flour. Now, do you think it'll do it on this one or no? Hopefully, I think it shall. Do one, and we're gonna mix it up real good. It's turning gooey. Ugh, gooey. Okay, so it did absorb it somewhat, but for the most part, it's still there. It's in lumps. Yep, making dough. It's not really. That's pretty cool. It'll turn into something else. I mean, these two will anyway. Or you have sugar water if you like sugar water. I don't like sugar water. Okay, so we have cocoa next. And this will probably make something too because it's hot cocoa, so it should absorb it. We're going to use our poor little doughy spoon. Okay, so is the water absorbing this? Yes. So, I mean, yeah, there's still like a few little things floating on top. It's not really getting mixed up well, but for the most part, the water's absorbing it. It is in the water. So, all of these are yes, because they did absorb. There's still a few little pepper flakes floating, but it did absorb the rest of them there on the bottom. So, which items disappeared into the water when you stirred it? Do you think that they are still there, and how could you figure this out? So we knew that our salt water did absorb. Pepper's still there a little bit. Our sugar water, completely gone. Our coffee is still there, and it's dark, so you can't really see it. Flour, dough is still there, and our hot chocolate. So they did all absorb it, just different colors. So now try this. Use hot water and repeat this experiment with the same items that you used. Does the temperature of the water affect whether a substance dissolves in it? And I would say it does, because it's just a different temperature. So the hows and whys behind the science experiment is that water molecules are made of polar bonds, meaning that they have a slightly positive end and a slightly negative end. Similar to the way that magnets attract other magnets, the positive end of one polar molecule attracts the negative end of another molecule. So when something like salt is added to the water, when the positive part of the water molecule attracts the negative part of the salt, while the negative part of the water molecule attracts the positive side of the salt. This is why the water will dissolve anything else, but that is polar or carries a charge. So, like salt, but it just won't dissolve into something that is made of non-polar bonds like olive oil, canola oil. That's why it floats. You can see it. They don't really use it unless they finally go down into it. It doesn't really absorb it. It's just lava lamp. Our lava lamp experiment that we did. We understood why then. So I hope you had fun doing this. This was a fun experiment because we got to mix and create different things. Now I would not drink any of these because that's just don't do it. Pour it out in the sink and then go have fun. So I hope you all had fun today, and I will see you all next Monday. But before we leave, we're going to do our crazy laugh to end it out. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thanks.